Hi Sanjay,
Hi, Para.
how are you doing?
Yeah, very good.
Great. So we just saw that you have posted something on LinkedIn that you have passed the AWS Data Engineering Association certification. So congrats on that.
Yeah,
So this video is
thank
all
you.
about just like getting some uh, questions and your preparations answers, how you have prepared and what's this question is all about and those things. So yeah, um, so let's go with the some first question. So what do you
Yeah,
mean
of course.
try to go for the AWS Data Engineering Associate certification?
Um, well, I would say that all these years I've been working as a data engineer, so that makes sense to take AWS data engineering exams, and obviously that when you, so the initial motive was for me to take this exam that I would get a chance to learn on the, get to understand the all other AWS data related services as well. So that was my initial motive, and also it's really good that if you get a certification in your CV, that's really good fit on you, right?
Correct.
So that's, I would say that that's the pretty much.
All right, nice. Okay, so let's move to the next question. So how long did you prepare and what are the resources that did you used to prepare for the examination?
Yeah, actually, to be honest, I thought of taking this exam like a year ago, and I purchased a course in Udemy, and I started to study that. But unfortunately, though this is something the exam that we are doing by ourselves, so we don't keep that motivation all the day. Maybe on the first day we on the excitement we just purchase a course and go through it, but after some time we just lose the uh, we don't keep that consistency. Yeah. So, but I have already completed the course like maybe a year ago, I would say. But this year only I wanted to take this exam. So what I did is, rather than first preparing fully before scheduling it, I just scheduled the exam with keeping to, no, I kept only 1 week and I just scheduled it. So while I was preparing, like I just purchased another question set from Tutorial Dojo that was really good, and they were covering the most of the scenario-based questions. So and also they gave the answers which provided the detailed explanation for the each and every correct answer and as well as the wrong answer. That was good, one of the really good resources that I used, and I kept the 1 week schedule. But unfortunately, on the exam day, I had to work on something else. I was pretty busy. I was pretty busy on few things, and I rescheduled the exam to move to another. Kept another week. So I think I was preparing this for 2 weeks, maybe 1 to 2 hours daily. So that was my exam plan.
Mhm. So there's a message that you are also conveying us that procrastination will be there. You have to
Yes.
on time, like schedule the exam, then prepare for it if you are up.
Yeah. I mean, just don't wait. Don't wait until you fully prepared for the exam. Just schedule. Then you'll get that motivation automatically.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Okay. That's nice. And the next question would be like, how to rate the difficulty of the examination? So, have you already did any AWS certification previously, like comparing both and give your opinion?
No, no. Actually, this is my first official AWS exam
Mhm.
that I took. Yeah, more to come. Uh, by difficulty, I would say it's like more or less difficult. I mean, I can't exactly say because since I have gone through few of the services, I was able to understand the question very easily. I mean, I've just gone to the correct answer very quick.
Mhm.
Maybe I would say it's not that difficult if you are really get some hands-on experience,
Mhm.
and obviously that you have to have deep understanding in a few the few prominent services like AWS Glue,
Mhm.
Redshift, and the for the real-time streaming Kinesis.
Right.
So you should have a very detailed deep knowledge rather than having just not the service level wouldn't be not enough.
Mhm.
So that's my perspective, I would say.
Oh, great. So you have covered my next question as well, because I was about to ask you, like, we have a lot of AWS services in the cloud, but I was about to
Yeah,
ask you, like, what are the top three AWS services you must know before the exam? So you summarized it in a very well manner, like AWS Glue and
yeah,
Redshift and Amazon Kinesis for streaming. So yeah, I think
yeah, exactly.
we done that. So
Those are, I would say, those are the three. Yeah, the glue is. really important because
Mhm.
under the Glue there are some other services as well. There's a service called Glue Crawler. So what it does is basically, I mean, just imagine that if you have some sort of file, just keep it very simple. Just imagine that you have a CSV file. If
Okay.
you want to integrate with a if you want to have it cataloged. I mean, you may not understand what catalog means. Is basically just imagine that you have a CSV, but it's like the schema is not, you don't find schema anywhere, right? So
Yeah.
basically the cataloging is, keeping your schema under that particular repository. For that, you can use crawler. There are a few other services, like if you want to create some data quality rules, there's a service. I mean, you can do that using Glue data quality service. And if you want to make any, do any, simple transformation rather than going for the complex, you can. There's a service called Glue Data Glue. So to be honest, I didn't even work on that because I think that's a bit expensive. There are some recipes. You can take it and just you can just plug it into your data pipeline. So yeah, so and obviously the Glue ETLs, it's really important. The visual ETLs, it's like the drag and drop tools. You can just track your source and apply some transformation. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think these are the most important in the Glue. But obviously Redshift is really important as well. Yeah, and the Kinesis.
Nice. Thank you for summarizing those services as well, because I haven't done those things, which is,
Yeah.
I'm full of moving into a development side, so I don't know much about the data engineering, but I know that you were working on these ETLs for a week, and then we'll work on the productions
Yeah,
and
data all over there.
salaries. So yeah. So and when it comes to the AWS examinations, like there won't be any question that you have to write, but there will be an MCQ based question, and they will more towards the scenario based question. So I would like to ask you, like, what kind of a typical scenario question you saw during the examination, like any scenario specific.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, it's obvious that they are not asking
Mhm.
what is the what is the ETL service in Indonesia. Maybe they are not going to asking what is the streaming service. They are not going to ask like that. So they will give a scenario. Maybe, I mean, I would say that just imagine that you are a data engineer in an MNC, that you are collecting some clickstream data. So that's
Mhm.
it's obvious, right? Those are like real time data, right? So they will ask like you want to analyze the clickstreams data, and you have to store it somewhere for a persistent store or something like that.
Mhm.
And also you will, I mean, if they come up with things like that, then you will have to understand. Okay, for the streaming, you have to use the Kinesis. That's in the data engineering. For the ingestion, you have to use the streaming, sorry, Kinesis. And for the to store the data, you can use the S3 bucket. That is the way you can store your objects. And I mean, in between this, there's another service called Firehouse. That is the service that you can use it for delivering the data.
Mhm.
So if your scenario is based on, ingesting, I mean, handling the real-time data plus ingestion, then you can go for Kinesis stream plus the Firehouse. And maybe some scenarios like I'm not getting anything at the moment. No, okay, maybe just imagine that you have just coming to our previous explanation. Just imagine that you have a CSV file
Mhm.
in your S3 bucket. Maybe think this CSV file as a maybe columns like departments and maybe some other sensitive data, right? Okay, now the question is, if they ask that you want to have some fine-grained access level control, then also they are explicitly mentioning that you will have to implement a way that you can control the row level and control level access.
Uh-huh.
In that, I mean, if you get this row and column level, then is the service, I mean, the answer that you have to choose is lake formation. In that lake formation service only, what you can do is you can create that filters. So
Uh-huh.
basically your CSV file will be cataloged in the Glue catalog. So the Glue catalog, I mean, the catalog, it means you will understand like what are the columns there. So then in the lake formation, you can create some data filters. Using the data filters, you can limit to particular groups, maybe
Uh-huh.
particular IAM role. Maybe for that, for the sales team, they can only access this particular columns and this set of rows. So
Mhm.
these things can be implemented using the lake formation. So if they are asking row plus column level, then you will always think of lake formation. And maybe if they also ask that maybe they wanted to keep track of who are accessing the S3 file, then you have to go for only way you can do is you have to. Also they thinking of implementing the secure process. Then you can go for using the KMS key to encrypt the S3 bucket.
Right.
Then using the you can audit the KMS API calls. By doing this, you can you will get to know like who are the people use this KMS key. That means these are the people accessing the S3 files. So yeah, those are the pretty two two scenarios that I would say. Apart from that, yeah, those are the two things. I'm not getting anything in my mind. Maybe in the Redshift, they may ask you have a very large table, but only one node is getting only one node CPU is getting always on the high compared to others in the normal. Then you have to think of the distribution styles. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Oh, okay. So I think the next question was all about security and governance, because whatever we build at the end, it should has to obey the security enforcement plus the governance, how they operate and all. So I think the last question you answered was sums up all of those things, like using the lake formation permissions, and then S3 bucket policies, enforcing KMS encryption at rest, and then transit and with the IAM roles and all. So they are mostly focused on those security and governance area as well when it comes to AWS.
Maybe I just got another point. Maybe they can implement some dynamic masking. That's what they are in the Redshift. It's like in the Redshift itself. So the scenario that I told you for a CSV file in S3, maybe if you have a table in your Redshift, you can use a dynamic mask. So that means I am a user, maybe another, just say if I'm someone from sales team, if I'm accessing some sort of data, maybe I would have access maybe sensitive data, right? Okay, maybe if someone else, we might need to mask that particular columns. So that can be implemented in very dynamically using in Redshift itself.
Okay, that's great. Yeah,
that's
right.
Very innovative, right?
Of course, yeah. It's nice to hear actually how these things are getting built in the real world production ready applications. Yeah, so the next question would be on like any surprises, like any topics that you didn't expect but it came in the question.
Yeah, actually they asked something about Kafka. To be honest, I know what Kafka is. Theoretically I know, but I haven't used Kafka in AWS itself. I just I just installed Kafka on EC2 and I just did some pet project, but I haven't used in industrial level. So they ask a question in Kafka, but that question was pretty obvious. So I believe that's correct, but I didn't get any we didn't get any details. We didn't get any detailed transcript for our this particular certification. So I don't know whether that the answer was correct or not. I believe that might be.
Okay, so it's all been good. I think at the end you have done a great job.
Yes,
completing the examination. So like before we wrapping up, so I have another 2 questions. Like I would like to sum it up as an answer from you. That what's the number 1 tip that you can give for someone who is preparing to for this particular examination today? Plus, would you recommend this certification for someone in Sri Lanka's tech industry, like someone in Sri Lanka who can get this question with this certification? Is it needed, or what your views on that?
The tip wise, I would say that first, don't make a mistake that don't be a guy that don't be a person that won't prepare very thoroughly before scheduling the exam. Just schedule the exam and then prepare for it. Okay. Then also when you are preparing, start doing the questions. Then you will understand like what are the area you don't you don't know. So then what you can go do is you can just go and try to use these tools in your AWS account. If it is something if it is gonna cost you a lot, then don't go for it. You can maybe go to YouTube and try that. If it is something you can bear with the cost, then go and try that. So in my example also, I have never used this lake formation or another tool called Macy, AWS Macy. That's for discovering the personal PII data. So these, sometimes you may not use all the tools. So when you're preparing for the exam, just try to use in your own AWS account. And understand the exam, each service is very thoroughly. Then you can able to answer the questions. What was your next question?
It's about would you recommend this certification for someone in Sri Lanka's tech industry?
Obviously, having a professional certificate in your CV is definitely worth. even when the tech recruiters, when they are looking for someone, if they are looking for a data engineer, they will see definitely, oh, okay, this person have had this particular certification. Okay, he must be a really good fit for this role. So I feel like having certification is it's always plus. And especially in Sri Lanka, I can obviously say that I can apparently see this. Most of the vacancies are mostly focused on AWS services. I would say like comparatively it's higher.
Hmm.
So in that case, having AWS exam is really good.
All right, all right. Okay. I think Sanjay, that's wrap up my all the questions actually. Thank you for your time on answering our questions. And would you like to sum up anything at the? Do you want to share anything else apart from our questions and answers?
Nothing specifically. If you really want to take the exam, just schedule and to try to, uh, you know, um, validate your AWS knowledge rather than waiting till that you are perfect. Okay. Um, okay, that is something.
Okay, okay. So thank you, Sanjay.
Okay.
And yeah, so let's finish all this video. And whoever watching this video, those who have any particular questions regarding the preparation or what about the question related to this certification preparation, you can just drop comments here. And yeah, let's see in another video. Keep watching. Thank you. Thank you, Sanjay. Bye.
See you.